future in global aviation safety training is available right now. Aviation training for student, commercial and right through to airline transport pilots has reached levels that globally have not been seen before. The MotionSim Series flight training devices are so realistic that today's aviation professionals are absolutely amazed by how much it feels like you're flying a real aircraft. Our full motion flight training devices are so advanced that they perform exactly like Level D airline simulators, but are sensibly priced at the general aviation level. If commercial airlines train their pilots in full motion simulators, shouldn't it be the same in general aviation, including flight training schools and air charter operators? True full motion requires 6 degrees of freedom, the movement of 6 independent directions, which is the maximum available. True full motion is essential because it provides crucial benefits. Pilots truly experience the responses and sensations of flight conditions. Pilots learn how to properly operate an aircraft rather than a simulator due to the extra sensations. And pilots learn to tune into subtle flight cues, especially when training in asymmetric and emergency procedures. The cockpit configuration is one of the most critical components of any flight training device. The generic cockpit configuration is supplied with 3 aircraft flight models. A twin-piston flight model, similar in performance to a Baron B-58 or similar aircraft, to proficiently train pilots at airspeeds of 150 to 180 knots. A twin-turbine flight model that is similar in performance to a King Air, to proficiently train pilots at airspeeds of approximately 240 knots. And a twin-jet flight model similar to a Learjet to proficiently train pilots at airspeeds in excess of 400 knots. Incredibly, the generic CKAS MotionSim Series can do all of this without the need for conversion, as all 3 aircraft types are integrated in the same cockpit. From conventional instruments to GPS and weather radar, the digital instruments boast a degree of detail in the surrounding hardware which often leaves observers convinced they are looking at the genuine instrument. The type-specific cockpit configurations are designed to the exact dimensions and characteristics of any aircraft that you require. Whether you want a type-specific device to simulate a single or twin-engine aircraft, a 737, a fighter jet, or even a helicopter, CKAS can build it to exactly replicate the original aircraft. A pilot who is in command of your aircraft and passengers must be rigorously trained to handle potential flight risks as well as any unforeseen emergency situations. The CKAS MotionSim is the only flight training device that enables pilots to improve their situational awareness, improve their skills, enhance their performance, and reinforce their training by repeatedly practicing unexpected and dangerous scenarios in a realistic environment. The MotionSim is designed to accurately simulate flight conditions where pilots can repeatedly practice procedures that you should simply never perform in a real aircraft. The MotionSim accurately replicates all the typical forces felt in real flight during normal and emergency operations through the use of the motion system and the full control loading system. This enables pilots to truly experience the following sensations: body accelerations and forces as a result of flying the aircraft, full control loading on all primary flight controls, turn entry sensations, engine failure, VMCA and other emergency sensations and asymmetry forces, stall characteristics, engine vibrations, runway rumbles, severe turbulence, flap and gear buffets, oleo extension bumps, audible warnings, and much more. CKAS Mechatronics have perfected a digital proportional control loading system for both the control wheel and the rudder pedals. The smoothness and response is trended to real aircraft measured forces and flight data, again resulting in unmatched realism. Pilots accelerate their learning to trim an aircraft, a skill which previously could only be trained in a real aircraft. The instructor in a CKAS MotionSim unit has total control over the simulation environment, including map display, weather, failures, reposition, flight recording, and flight selection. All of this is presented on a convenient mobile touchscreen to allow the instructor to easily and intuitively carry out a complex and demanding simulation session. The CKAS MotionSim Series carry the typical Cat B or Cat C instrument ground time credits, as well as true aeronautical experience credits, due to the high fidelity motion and visuals that are typically only available to full flight simulators, such as those operated by major commercial airlines. The aeronautical experience credits include 5 extra hours for PPL, 10 extra hours for CPL, and 25 extra hours for ATPL. On an international level, the MotionSim units are designed to meet all international accreditation criteria, including the FAA, JAA, or any other civil aviation authority standards. The MotionSim Series generic model represents phenomenal value compared to the cost of equivalent devices. Apart from the safety benefits, there are significant cost savings to any aviation business, as well as revenue-generating opportunities with consistently high profits. For example, if you operate a flight training centre, the business case is extremely favourable as a result of the unique credit hours that are available only on the MotionSim. If you operate a flight school, a flight training academy, or an air charter company, training 50 PPL and CPL students per annum will earn additional profits for your business of 100,000 Australian dollars per year, compared to any other flight training device on the market due to extra credits. You'll be surprised how your investment can quickly and easily pay for itself. Our highly valued customers have the most demanding and stringent standards in the world. They include ATR Labs of Japan, Mount Sinai School of Medicine in the USA, Spec Defence Systems in India, and NASA, who have purchased several CKAS motion systems for use with astronauts returning from the International Space Station. The CKAS MotionSim Series FTDs are the future in aviation training and are available right now. You won't believe the experience.